we need to apologise for our performance today because we were awful. We were awful today. There's no getting away from it. We made, for the first time this year, we looked nervous, which is understandable to a degree because obviously, probably today more than anybody, people expected us to come here and completely walk. But as we've said all along, every game we play is everybody's cup final. And today, they certainly raised their game, that's for sure. And they gave us a game, and they probably deserved more than they got.
Yeah. Were you concerned at the amount of pot shots that you were allowing Dunkirk to have in that first 15 minutes?
Well, we say pot shots. I mean, I think we've just talked about it. And we've just said I think they had 3 shots on target in the whole game, of which all 3 of them went in. So defensively, we weren't great today. We looked a little bit all over the place. But like I said, but we looked nervous all across the pitch. We've had enough chances to have won 4 games today, and for whatever reason, it doesn't go in. But the one thing I will say is I think the players today, even not playing well and everything to a degree going against them, I thought their desire and their character to keep going and keep going and keep going was phenomenal. And we have to praise them for that. I'll never have a go at them for having a bad game. They play badly, they play badly. No one goes out there to play badly on purpose.
Bit of a sucker punch when you took the lead 2-1. Obviously expectations raised, but you know Dunkirk went straight down. It seemed to get an equaliser.
They did, yeah, and like I said, and they deserved it because it was poor play from us again, I thought, and you know I thought the first goal was fantastic from them, and then the second goal was poor defensively from us, and same with the third goal when it got disallowed. It was defensively, it was a keystone cops for us at the back, all over the place. So but we got a bit of luck of the green on that one. I mean, Martin said that he definitely took a deflection and he was definitely ahead of everybody else. I can't see it from there where I am. So fair play for the officials for getting that one right.
And what about the goal that was and then wasn't? Was that offside? Was that the verdict in the end?
That's what we just said then. Martin said it definitely took a deflection off the lad, and the lad definitely was ahead of everybody else. So so fair play that the linesman and the referee have conferred, and they've hopefully got it right. I mean, I'd hate to think that they didn't get it right, but we've had a little bit of luck, a rub of the green there. And then, like I said, all you can do really is praise the boys for keep going and keep going and keep going. And it was probably the ugliest win we've had this season, but it's a win. And we look at them then as we draw a line under it and we move on to the next one.
Seems very much like the Camberley FA Vars from the Hereford supporters that were here today. Because really, I think a lot of them have thought, well, it's not going to happen. And to get a winner in the 95th minute, that in a way, that should help the team. I'd like to have the confidence to think we can win whatever the circumstances.
Well, they know that anyway. They can win no matter what the circumstances are. If they all perform to the levels that they can play at, then, like as I said before, it will take a fantastic performance from a team to beat us if we play to the levels of everyone's capabilities. But we didn't do that today, and it wasn't just 1 or 2, it was loads. It was 10, 11 of them that just weren't quite at the races today. I mean, Martin I feel sorry for a bit because the first shot was a fantastic finish. Second goal, he wasn't unprotected, but it sort of looped right down in the corner there. And then the third goal was a deflection, although that was cancelled off in the end. So I feel sorry for him really because he didn't have a huge amount to do other than that. So I think, like I said, we counted 2 shots in the first half that actually hit the target and the goal. And then second half, the 2 goals that went in outside of that, he was fairly untroubled. But the 10 in front of him, unfortunately, today, didn't quite match what they've been up to. But that's the way it goes. To have everybody not play to their levels all in one game is very rare, but it does happen.
And if you'd taken those chances, because you have a host of chances at the start of the second half, Mills on another day would have bagged a hat-trick.
Like I said, so that's exactly what we're talking about. Is even though we've played as poorly as we have today, we've still created chances. And on another day, it would have been 4, 5, 6. Who knows? So it's just one of them things. All we can do now is praise the players for their character to keep going, and go home and enjoy the weekend and be thankful of the 3 points, and then move on to Tuesday.
I know it's difficult for you, but do you know how many knocks you've got ahead of the game against Walsall Wood on Tuesday? Any fresh ones today?
Doesn't seem to be
Mustafa Bundu, he just rested today.
Moose had a knock on his ankle on Tuesday, which is why he come off. And again, like I said, we got players in the squad that need game time, and it wasn't because we disrespected Dunkirk at all. As I said before, it doesn't matter who I put out there. I think we're good enough to give anybody a game. That was why Moose wasn't involved at all, because there's no point making it worse. We need to get him better quickly so he's available again. Jimmy the same. Jimmy wanted to come today, but I told him no because it's so far and there's no point taking a risk with his back. We'd rather have him at home on Tuesday and have him fit and available on Tuesday. So hopefully he'll be okay. And as for today, like I said, I don't think anybody any physical, more emotional bruises today. I think today because I'm sure they'll all get on the bus and it'll be quiet on the way back, even though we've won it at the end, and they'll reflect on their performances hopefully. And but I'm not going to knock them for that because they've been fantastic all season, and you know we just haven't been good enough today, but we've managed to scrape through.
Well, congratulations, you did get the victory, all important victory at the end, and we move on now to Tuesday against Walsall Wood, who are in good form, so another tough one.
They're all, we've said it, they're all tough, but obviously, you know, again, no disrespect to Dunkirk, but Walsall Wood will have probably a few more players with a little bit more quality, and if we're not right, they'll cause us problems, and as teams have done this year when we've not been right and they've got good players in their team, then they cause problems. But hopefully that'll be the one this today when there's been so many off their game. But like I said, I can't fault them for that because they've been fantastic for so many games, and I think that was our 50th game today so far this season. So, you know, and we've still got 9 league games to go. So out of 42 league games, we've got 9 to go, and we've played 50 games this year. So, you know, it's just a lot of games for everybody. So to have one when so many of them weren't quite at it today, you forgive them that, and you know they earned their luck and with what they put in before. But they were fantastic character, but just not quite the performance today.
Thank you very much. That's the manager, Peter Beadle.